I'm standing here today speaking for other parents that are going through this. My name is Sylvia, and I am a parent advocate with ZOE International. And I work with families that are impacted by human trafficking. But I am first and foremost a mother. I have a daughter that was trafficked at the age of 13. So I know firsthand the pain, the fear, the anger, confusion, and countless sleepless nights of parent experiences when you learn that your child has been a victim of human trafficking. At the time, I had no clue what human trafficking was, but we lived in the devastating consequences of it. My daughter had changed seamlessly overnight. The close bond we once shared was gone, and instead was replaced with outbursts of anger, many times for no particular reason. We would argue constantly, and my inability to help my daughter through what I thought to be a teenage phase turned into frustration. My daughter began to run away, and what little control I had over her was gone. I no longer recognized the sweet little girl I once knew. It was almost 2 years by the time I finally understood what my daughter was going through. And it came through a phone call I received from one of her friends. She called to tell me that my precious little girl was being held at a trap house and being forced to have sex with multiple men. My world was shattered. And I pray that no one with children would never receive a phone call like that. The fight for my daughter began that night. I've used every resource I could think of to get my daughter back, from badgering detective to putting a tracking device on my daughter's phone. And in that time, I've seen everything from a video of my daughter being beaten, raped, her jaw broken, jumping out of a moving car to escape from a trafficker, to her sleeping with a knife. Make no mistake about it, human trafficking is a violent crime. My little girl was groomed and manipulated using fear and violence. And despite all the violence and exploitation done to my little girl by grown men, the most frustrating are the ineffective laws that should keep predators like this off the streets and protect my daughter. The trafficker that took my daughter's innocence is still out there. The trafficker that broke my daughter's jaw served 15 months and is free today. The trafficker that my daughter testified against with good behavior could be out as little as 3 years. I support this bill because of the serenity it places on this violent crime. If this bill were passed at the time my daughter was testifying, she would have no more confidence that these crimes against her were taken seriously, and the fear of a light sentence would not have been a motive not to testify. Passing this bill would empower many victims to stand up and testify against their violent abusers. It will put a bite into such a violent crime and to sway many committing it. My family is healing. My daughter is resilient. But the thought of my daughter's trafficker being released does cause fear and brings to remembrance all these things we would like to get behind us. But this is not a reality to us today. Thank you for your time.